Hey guys, so this week I've been playing XCOM Enemy Unknown, which if you haven't heard of this game, it's actually one of two games coming out that are remakes of this old game from like 1994 that only your dad remembers playing. But this is like a strategy game, but an action game? It's not the first person. It's complicated. Anyways, is this game any good? Is it too much of a strategy game? Is it too like weird? Is it like too far away from the original? Is it too close to the original to be fun? Well, here's my opinion of XCOM Enemy Unknown. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a sequel slash reimagining of an old school game from the 90s that nobody remembers playing. It's actually one of two different XCOM games that's been in the work, but this one is supposedly supposed to stick closer to the original. I kind of figured this game would be a sequel along the lines of Syndicate or Fallout, being a first-person alien shooter that was all like, "Get off my planet, you alien mother." But then I heard this game was going to be a turn-based strategy game, so that instantly conjured up the image of doing homework in my mind. Okay, so two sectoids, a thin man, and a floater. All I've got left is recon. I can move him here, and he's got crit. Video games are so fun. I was honestly very skeptical about whether I'd actually want to play this game, but, I had nothing else to pick this week, so I might as well try it. XCOM is a game where you get a group of soldiers together and you fight a bunch of aliens, but you take your turn first, and then the aliens get a chance to shoot at you, and, back and forth until one side loses all their dudes. And while I don't have anything really against turn-based strategy, a lot of them can feel very slow and tedious, and it's like, if I wanted to play Monopoly, I'd go play Monopoly. But XCOM is actively trying to bring turn-based strategy into the forefront of modern gaming. One of the ways they accomplish that is with the look of the game, because all the characters look very much like Gears of War type characters, but the game as a whole is very colorful, it has that sort of toy soldier feel of like a Halo. And while like in a Final Fantasy game you'll shoot a dude and you'll see like 7 damage pop over his head, when you actually kill one of the aliens, it goes to this like action cutscene where you see like the guy take aim and then fire and the alien goes blah and explodes or whatever. The game also does a good job of simplifying the actions you can take during your turns, but not feeling like it's dumbed down. You can move your guys, and if you move them twice, then they can't shoot, so you can move them to a position and shoot, or just move them really far. And your soldiers don't have a lot of abilities, so there's not like, I gotta go through this giant menu option of things to pick from. And the fighting doesn't feel like Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's like, they said a sectoid, so I have to send a recon. He's weak against this. The strategy really comes in the movement of your troops. You're like, move these guys this way, flank these guys this way, make your snipers stand on top of this bus so he can see everything. While the combat is not super strategy intensive, there's also lots of other strategy in the game. Between each mission, you can go back to your base and, research weapons and build certain things, deploy fighters in certain areas. And because you're fighting off a global alien invasion, all the different countries have different needs. And if a country is like too panicky and you're not helping them out, then they leave, so you don't get any of their resources anymore. So when picking your missions, you have to decide, is this mission going to give me the rewards I need next? And is this going to lower the panic of this guy, but increase this guy's panic too much? But hands down, my favorite aspect of XCOM is the soldiers. All your missions are a handful of 4 to 6 little dudes that you take, and you can choose different ones and customize them, send your scout, send your sniper, send your heavy gunner. And as they complete missions and do objectives and kill enemies and all that stuff, they level up so they get new abilities, which is great. And you can customize your guys' looks and names and all that stuff so you can make them look like your friends or people you hate. And when one of your soldiers is inevitably wounded, he actually has to sit out for a couple of days, so you have to swap him with another guy. And if, God forbid, one of your soldiers dies, and they will, you lose that soldier forever. You lose all his upgrades, any gear he was carrying, so you really have to play this game. You can't keep throwing the same soldiers out there, because one of them's probably going to die, and then you're going to be stuck with a bunch of really low-level guys that can't really do anything. It adds this really great element to the combat that may be a little artificial, but you kind of feel for these guys. You're like, I don't want to send this guy. Zulu has been there from the beginning. Zulu's my highest ranking guy. If I just send him through that door, what if he gets blown up? He's gone forever. I don't know what these guys are celebrating. I lost 2 good soldiers in that fight. But yeah, no, have fun, celebrate. Loco and Duke are never coming home to see their families, but yeah, you celebrate, assholes. The entirety of the package of this game is incredibly well done, and while it might not have the best voice acting and the visuals may not be on par with the latest games, the overall gameplay and package of the game is incredible. I was incredibly surprised how much I enjoyed XCOM, because the idea of like an old school strategy game doesn't appeal to me. Like, I tried to go back and play Fallout, and like the first rad roach killed me, and I was like, ugh, screw this. But this game, it's a lot of fun. The strategy elements aren't like super intensive, like that push you away, but there's a lot of strategy in there. So like if you're looking for like, it's not, you know, a first person shooter, it's not Gears of War, but it kind of has this veneer of like new school action game, or playing around with toy soldiers and defeat the aliens, but with sort of a very in-depth story and strategy and stuff. And I love the permadeath with your soldiers. You're like, haha, Gabe finally made it to lieutenant. Oh, and he's now dead forever. So if you're looking for something a little different that's a little outside your wheelhouse, definitely pick up XCOM. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, the favorite button, and share it with all your friends. Because let's be honest, there are plenty of kids like starving in Africa that would love to like my video but can't. So what's your excuse?